Where were you? Lauren asked, arms crossed, already half-packed. I lost my job, I said, barely able to get the words out. The company went under. The whole thing, gone overnight. She didn't even blink. So now what? You just sit there broke and clueless? I'm not clueless. I've been trying to fix this for weeks. You should have fixed it before it broke. She slammed the closet shut. I'm not going down with you. Lauren, we've been together 3 years. And for the last year, it's been me paying the rent, me buying the groceries, me believing in your little startup dreams. I rubbed my face. That wasn't fair. You knew it was risky, but I'm trying, damn it. Trying isn't enough anymore, she snapped. I'm tired, okay? I'm tired of struggling with someone who never makes it. I will. I just need time. You had time, she said, grabbing her makeup bag. I'm done waiting. I stepped forward. Don't do this, please. We've been through too much. Her eyes softened for half a second, then hardened again. Exactly. We've been through too much. And look where it got us. I still love you. She didn't answer. Just kept packing. Say something, I whispered. I did. She zipped her suitcase. I said I'm done. You're leaving me because I'm broke. She turned to face me. I'm leaving you because you're stuck. You think love is enough, but love doesn't pay bills. It doesn't fix broken dreams. I need more. I'm not staying broke, I said. You know that. I'll bounce back, she shrugged. Maybe, but I don't want to be around to find out. So that's it? 3 years gone? She paused at the door. You're not the man I thought you'd become. I felt like the air had been punched out of my lungs. And you're not the woman I thought would stick around. She didn't respond. I followed her to the hallway. Is there someone else? She hesitated. Does it matter? It matters to me, she met my eyes. There might be. He's stable. He's solid. I stepped back like I'd been slapped. Wow. I'm sorry, she said, but her voice was flat. No, you're not. You're just done pretending. She walked away without another word. The door shut behind her, and it felt like the walls closed in. I sank onto the couch, staring at the dent in the wall from when we moved in. I remembered the laughter, the fights, the midnight talks. And now silence. My phone buzzed. A message from my landlord, rent overdue. Final notice. I threw the phone on the floor. 3 years. And she left like I was a mistake she couldn't wait to erase. I sat there in the dark. No power, no money, no love. Just me and the echo of what used to be. I replayed her words. You're not the man I thought you'd become. And maybe she was right. But deep down, something inside me sparked. Something bitter. Something sharp. I stood up and looked around the wreck that was my apartment. And my life. No one's coming to save you, I whispered to myself. So get up. My voice didn't shake. My hands did, but I started to clean. I started to breathe again, and I promised myself, this isn't where my story ends. Damn, I muttered, staring at my cracked phone screen. Lauren's photo popped up in my feed. Her in a red dress, clinking glasses with a guy in a $1,000 suit. The caption read, "Celebrating success with the best." I zoomed in. Nathan Hart, of course, her boss. The same guy she swore was strictly professional. I sat on the floor, a cup of overcooked noodles in my hand, lights off to save the last few bucks on electricity. Guess I was just the trial version, I said to the silence. A message came in from Mark. You good, man? I typed back, yeah, thriving, then turned the screen off. The next morning, I showed up at the corner diner. Same greasy air, same flickering lights. Kevin stood behind the counter, flipping eggs like he was mad at them. You're late. I didn't sleep. He raised a brow. That girl again? She's not a girl anymore, I muttered. She's a woman with a corporate boyfriend and champagne dreams. Sounds expensive. She traded me in for a better model. Kevin slid a plate across the counter. You want to cry or clean tables? I grabbed a rag. Both. The shifts were long and the tips were short. I washed dishes until my fingers wrinkled, took out trash that smelled like my life, and wiped tables for people who didn't see me. At break, I sat by the dumpster, chewing on stale bread. Kevin joined me. You ever feel like you're stuck? I asked. He lit a cigarette. Son, I've been stuck so long I grew roots, I laughed. First time in days, he handed me half his sandwich, You're too smart to rot here. But smart don't mean shit without fight. I'm tired, he nodded. Good. That's when the real work starts. The next week, I sold my laptop, bought a used tablet from a pawn shop, borrowed Wi-Fi from a 24-hour laundromat. I started freelancing again. Design work. Small gigs, anything to scrape by. $5 a logo. Kevin frowned one night. That's robbery. It's survival. You ever think about quitting? Every day. But then I see her with that guy and it pisses me off just enough to keep going. He chuckled. Revenge burns hot. Just don't let it burn you up too. I worked between shifts, barely slept, and ate whatever the diner threw out. My fingers cramped from typing, my back ached from standing. But one night, at 3 a.m. I got my first $100 client. I stared at the email. Blinking, Kevin walked by. Why you grinning like that? I just got paid, he nodded. Told you, fight. I still saw Lauren online sometimes. Designer bags, rooftop dinners, vacations with Nathan. Every time I saw her smile, I reminded myself, she smiled like that with me too, right before she walked away. So I kept building, quietly, slowly, brick by painful brick. Another all-nighter? Kevin asked, wiping down the counter. Third one this week, I said, eyes half open. He handed me coffee. Your face looks like it lost a fight with a shovel. I landed a $30 logo last night. That's lunch money. It's proof someone believes in my work, he smirked. Then charge more next time, I nodded. One day, I'd sit in that back booth after every shift, tablet in hand, praying the laundromat Wi-Fi didn't cut out. I'd crank out designs, revise them 3 times, and beg clients to leave 5-star reviews. You still living on ramen? Kevin asked one night. Upgraded to eggs, I said, flipping my screen around. Client paid $50, he whistled. You're getting there, kid. I worked like a man possessed. I stopped checking Lauren's socials, stopped wondering what Nathan was giving her. My world was no longer about what I'd lost. It was about what I was building. Then one morning, I got a message. Melissa. Hey, saw your work online. Do you need help? I stared at it for a minute, then replied, depends. Are you good? She answered instantly. Damn good, we met at a coffee shop. She had a notebook full of mock-ups and a confidence I hadn't seen in a long time. You're a one-man show, right? She asked. Barely. Let's make it 2. I blinked. Just like that? She shrugged. Your designs are solid. Your pricing's too low. You've got no social presence. But your grit? That's rare. You talk like Kevin. Who's Kevin? My diner therapist, she laughed. I like you. Let's build something. We started small, just tag teaming on clients. She brought in contracts. I handled the visuals. I can't pay you yet, I told her after our second job. I'm not here for a salary, she said. I'm here for the climb. Weeks turned into months. We worked out of libraries, cafes, anywhere with Wi-Fi. She pushed me. I pushed back. Somehow we kept growing. You ever think we'll make it? I asked during a late-night call. We're already making it, she said. Every invoice, every deadline, every thank you, that's progress. You sound like Kevin. Seriously, who is this guy? Our future mascot. We laughed. Then came the client from New York, big brand. Big money. They wanted a full rebrand. 6 figures. I'm terrified, I whispered before the pitch. Good, Melissa said. Fear keeps us sharp. We landed it. The money hit my account on a Thursday afternoon. I stared at the number for 10 minutes. Melissa messaged, we did it, boss. I didn't post online. Didn't call anyone. Just sat in silence. Kevin handed me a burger that night. You look different. I signed a 6-figure deal today. He raised an eyebrow. You serious? I nodded. Told you, grit, I smiled. Thanks, old man, he grunted. Don't get soft on me now. Later, alone in my tiny studio, I opened Lauren's last message, still unread. I deleted it. I wasn't the man she left behind anymore. I was someone better. Try to smile, Melissa said, adjusting my tie. You look like you're going to a funeral. I don't belong here, she smirked. You belong more than most. You earned your spot. The ballroom buzzed with fake laughs and business cards. Everyone was dressed like success had a uniform. And then I saw her, Lauren. Her hair curled perfectly, eyes scanning the room until they landed on me. Her smile faltered. Melissa leaned closer. You okay? Yeah, I said, straightening my back. Let's make an impression. We walked in step toward the open bar. That's when I heard it. Lauren, come meet the board, said a voice behind her. Nathan Hart. Of course, he was all charm, shiny watch, confident smirk. You're looking at the next VP, he told some guy in glasses. I'm looking at a clown with a title, I muttered. Melissa elbowed me. Be nice, I nodded. Trying. Lauren moved toward us slowly. I didn't expect to see you here. I sipped my drink. Didn't expect you to still be with your boss, she blinked. That's not fair, I tilted my head. Neither was walking out when I was broke. Nathan stepped in. Who's this? An old friend, Lauren said too quickly. Melissa extended her hand. Business partner. We run a firm together. Nathan barely shook her hand. Never heard of it. We're not loud, I said. Just effective. Lauren looked me up and down. You look different. It's called growth. She smiled weakly. I see that. Melissa glanced at me. We should go say hi to the investor from New York. I nodded. Right. Nice seeing you both. As we walked away, I heard Lauren's voice trail behind. Wait, can we talk? I didn't turn around. Melissa whispered. That felt good, didn't it? Too good. Proud of you. That night, after the event, I sat on my bed, phone in hand. One new message. Lauren. You look different. Can we catch up sometime? I stared at it. I didn't reply. I didn't need to. Buzz, Lauren, can we talk? Just coffee. No pressure. I stared at the message. Buzz. Lauren. I miss talking to you. I miss us. Please. I didn't reply for 3 days. On the 4th, I typed back, 1 coffee. 1 hour. That's it. She picked the cafe, same one we used to go to when we were broke and dreaming. I got there 10 minutes early. She was already inside, pretending not to watch the door. Her eyes lit up when she saw me. I wasn't sure you'd show, she said, standing halfway. I didn't hug her, just sat down. 1 hour. Right, she said, brushing her hair back. You look good. Success looks different on people who earned it. She flinched. I deserve that. You deserve more than that, but I'm being polite, she sighed. I'm not here to fight. Then what are you here for? She stirred her coffee. Nathan. He's not who I thought he was, I nodded. Shocking. He's cold. Controlling. He doesn't talk to me like you did. Doesn't listen. Must be tough, I said flatly. She leaned in. I didn't realize what I had with you until I lost it. You didn't lose it. You threw it away, her voice cracked. I was scared. You were spiraling and I didn't know how to help. So you ran to someone richer. Her eyes welled up. It wasn't just about money. I raised an eyebrow. Then what was it? I didn't believe in you, and I hate myself for that now. I stayed silent. I see you now, she whispered, how far you've come. You're confident, focused. You built something incredible. I nodded slowly. Without you. She reached for my hand. I pulled it back. You left me when I had nothing, I said. Now that I've built something, you want in? I made a mistake. You made a choice. I thought you'd be stuck forever. I leaned forward. You weren't patient with the storm, so you don't deserve the sunshine? She wiped her tears. So that's it? No second chances? I spent every night for a year trying to earn a future. You spent it with someone else. I don't owe you anything. Her voice dropped. Do you still love me? I stood up. Not anymore. I dropped cash on the table and walked out. My phone buzzed the second I hit the sidewalk. Melissa, call me ASAP. Big news. I called. She picked up, breathless. We just got shortlisted. For what? The acquisition. The big one. Caldwell Ventures. They want to meet next week. I stopped in my tracks. You serious? Dead serious. We're on their radar. I grinned. Then let's give them a reason to keep watching. Behind me, the cafe door opened. I didn't look back. You ready for this? Melissa asked, straightening my collar in the mirror. I don't think it's hit me yet, I said. She grinned. Our little 2-person dream just got acquired by $1 billion firm. My phone buzzed. It was Mr. Caldwell. Come up to the top floor, he said. Boardroom, now. We walked in together. The glass table stretched forever. Suits lined both sides. Caldwell stood at the head. Gentlemen, he said, meet the newest member of our board, our youngest, by the way. They applauded. I nodded. Thank you for the trust. We won't disappoint. You earned it, Caldwell said. You built something lean, fast, and valuable. Melissa elbowed me under the table. After the meeting, Caldwell pulled me aside. One more thing, he said. We're restructuring, okay? That includes their team, Hart & Co. My jaw tightened. Nathan's company? Yours now, I blinked. You serious? You're his new boss. I tried not to smile. Business is business, right? He nodded. Exactly. By noon, I walked into the building Nathan once ruled. Familiar logo. New owner. The receptionist stared. Can I help you? Tell Nathan Hart his new board member's here. 10 minutes later, he appeared. He froze. You? I stepped forward. Didn't expect me, did you? He looked me up and down. How the hell? We got acquired, I said calmly. Caldwell saw potential. You're kidding. I handed him a folder. This is from HR, effective today. He opened it. His eyes widened. You demoted me? No, I said. They did. I just signed off. You don't belong here. And yet here I am. You think this is over? I smirked. It hasn't even started. The HR manager stepped in. Mr. Hart, your new office is on floor 7. Nathan's voice shook. That's the... Yes, she said. The floor without windows. I turned to leave. You planned this, he snapped. I looked over my shoulder. No, you handed it to me. Back in my car, my phone buzzed again. Lauren, I saw the news. I'm proud of you. I didn't reply. I just locked the screen and smiled. Take a deep breath, Melissa said as our car pulled up to the hotel entrance. I've done bigger things than this. She grinned. Still sweating, though. I'm not sweating, I lied, wiping my palm on my suit. Cameras flashed the second we stepped out. People turned. Some whispered. Some stared. Who's that with him? I heard someone ask. That's Melissa, his co-founder and girlfriend, I think. I held her hand tighter. Inside, gold lights hung from the ceiling. Champagne towers sparkled. And every seat had our company's name printed in bold. I feel like we made it, she whispered. We did. Then I saw her, Lauren, in a silver dress, holding Nathan's arm like she still belonged in this world. She wasn't invited. Her eyes locked onto mine and didn't blink. You okay? Melissa asked, following my gaze. I'm perfect, I said, and kissed her cheek. Lauren looked away. Nathan looked bitter. We moved through the room. Handshakes, compliments, more stares. You clean up well, Caldwell said, handing me a glass. So do you. Your speech better not make me cry. No promises. The lights dimmed. The crowd settled. I walked onto the stage. The mic was warm in my hand. The spotlight hit my face, but it didn't blind me like it used to. I looked out. Lauren sat near the back, eyes wide, glass untouched. When I started this company, I began, I had nothing. No savings. No investors. Just pain and a choice. Silence. I chose to rebuild, alone, in the dark. One piece at a time, people leaned in. Now we're here. And I realized rock bottom wasn't the end. It was the foundation. A pause. For anyone who's ever been left behind, overlooked, or underestimated, don't wait for a handout. Build your own table. Applause. I stepped back. The lights faded behind me. As I came off stage, Melissa met me with a smile. You killed it. Did I look nervous? Not for a second. We turned to head back into the crowd, but someone blocked the way. Lauren. Tears clung to her lashes. Her voice shook. That speech. It was about me, wasn't it? No, I said. It was about me, she looked down. I wish I stayed. I leaned in, close enough for only her to hear. I'm glad you didn't, she gasped softly. I walked away, hand in hand with Melissa. Behind us, the lights on stage dimmed. And for the first time, they were behind me, not in front. Melissa slid her phone across the table. You seen this? What now? Nathan, fired, misuse of funds. It's everywhere. I scrolled through headlines. Executive scandal, fraud allegations, internal investigation. I sipped my coffee. Took longer than I expected. You think Lauren knew? Doesn't matter, Melissa raised an eyebrow. You really believe that? I'm not in that world anymore. Later that night, my phone buzzed. Lauren. I don't know who else to text. I stared at it. Buzz. Lauren. He dragged me into everything. I lost my job. My friends stopped answering. I have no one. Buzz, Lauren. I don't want money, I just don't want to feel this alone. Melissa peeked over my shoulder. You gonna say anything? No? No blocking? No need, she nodded. That's colder than revenge. It's not cold. It's done. The next day, Kevin called. You see the news? I did. Girls got nothing now. I had nothing once too. He paused. You okay? I'm better than okay. Just making sure you're not tempted to save anyone. I laughed. She had her chance. More texts came. Lauren, I'm sorry for everything. Lauren, I wish I'd waited for you. Lauren, please just say something. Anything. I let the phone go dark. Melissa walked into the room. Still texting? Still begging. She sat beside me. That's karma. No, I said. That's silence, Melissa smiled. It's louder than anything you could have said. And she was right. Do you remember this place? Melissa asked, stepping into the diner. I looked around. Same cracked booth. Same burnt coffee smell. Same old man behind the counter. Every night, I said. This booth saved my life. Kevin turned, spatula in hand. Well, well. Look who finally made it big, I grinned. Told you I'd come back. He shook my hand hard. Didn't doubt it for a second. I did, I said. Yeah, Kevin chuckled. But you still showed up. That's grit, kid, Melissa sat down. He talks about you all the time. Kevin winked. I'm unforgettable, I laughed. You still burn toast? Only for people I like. We ordered coffee. No fanfare, just warmth and memory. You think you'd be here without all that pain? Melissa asked softly. I stirred my cup. No, I think the pain built the foundation, she nodded. It still surprises me. How far we've come. We didn't just build a company, I said. We built a second chance, she smiled. And now we give them away. The foundation was her idea, mentoring kids like me, broke and overlooked with nothing but hunger. You remember the kid from this morning? She asked. Liam? Yeah, 17, homeless, built a pitch deck on a library computer. I nodded. He reminded me of me. That's why you stayed after everyone left. He deserved it. Kevin sat across from us. You two are doing something real. We're just getting started, Melissa said. He pointed his spatula at me. You never chased revenge. You just rebuilt what was broken. Stronger, I said quietly. The bell above the door jingled. I looked up, Lauren. She froze when she saw me. Melissa turned her head slightly. Want me to move? No, I said. Let her walk. Lauren didn't. She ordered a coffee, stood near the counter, then turned like she might say something. She didn't. Our eyes met for a moment. She looked away. She sees you now, Kevin muttered. I don't need her to. Melissa placed her hand on mine. You okay? I'm more than okay. Lauren left without a word. Kevin raised his mug. To grit, I raised mine. To starting over, Melissa clinked hers. To letting go. Later that evening, I stood in our foundation's new office, sunset spilling across the hardwood floors. Kids laughed in the distance. Hope filled the space where anger used to live. Melissa walked up beside me. You're quiet, she said. I'm thinking. About her? No, I said. About who I used to be. She leaned on my shoulder. You've changed. I had to. You're not bitter. I don't carry bitterness, I said. I carry peace, she smiled. That's rare. I looked out the window. She left me when I had nothing. But now I have everything, and I owe none of it to her.